Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to make a real quick and easy, very pretty watercolor using 3 accent colors of your choice with a black or gray. You also need some watercolor paper. I'm just using a small 5x7 piece and a couple different sizes of round brushes, the ones that come to a point at the end. First, you want to take your largest round brush and using whatever color you decide is going to be your main color, you're going to sketch out the general shape of the flow of your river that you want. Use the tip of your brush and press down lightly as you go side to side, leaving your edges jagged. You want your paint at this point to be pretty watery. Next, add in a second color, working wet on wet. Using 2 watercolors that are wet together will give you some really cool bleeding and blending effects naturally. Next, take one of your smaller size round brushes and get it a little bit damp. Then, use this brush to draw out some of the color from your river that's still wet and bleed it into the white areas, making little hills to show the shadows and textures in the snow. This is a very impressionistic picture, so you don't have to go overboard with this. Just by really lightly drawing out some streaks of that color into the white, it's going to give the effect of billowing snow. Then take your very watered down main color again, for me it's the blue, and go ahead and make some waves in the background for the hills of snow that are furthest back behind the river. These can be whatever shape you want. Now, using my medium-sized round brush, I'm taking my third color, the brighter blue that I'm going to use for the sky. Moving in circular motions with my brush as I add my color, I'm blotting some color in here and there in the sky area, but still leaving some areas white. Now you want to wait for this to dry so that when we add our trees, they don't bleed into anything. Once dry, you're going to add a little bit of water to your black or gray, just enough to get it flowing. You don't want to add too much because we want this color to still be really dark. And for this, we're going to use our smallest round brush so that we can get really fine detail. Using the very tip of your brush, touching the paper at an almost 90-degree angle and pressing down really lightly will get you the thinnest lines. To draw a simple tree silhouette, we're going to start with a little 3-pronged shape, kind of like a chicken foot. From there, I'm going to add a couple more brush strokes near the trunk at the base to widen it out. And then up at the top, I'm going to keep adding little smaller branches coming off from those 3 main parts until my tree is the shape that I want. Remember, you don't have to go crazy and add a ton of branches. This is impressionistic, so we're just giving the idea of a tree so you can make it as simplistic as you want. Your trees will start to get better and better the more you practice them, so even if you want to take a piece of scrap paper and do a couple first before you put them on your actual picture, that's always something that helps. You can make as many or as few trees as you want to, it's your picture. I chose to put 2, and then I'm making some little minis back there behind the river and the hills just to give it a little more dimension. For the smaller trees in the background, I'm going real simple and just making one main line going up and then some little spokes coming off of it, just kind of tapping with the tip of my brush. And that's all there is to it. This is also great practice for those that are just starting with watercolor, because one of the hardest things is to limit your use of paint and remember to leave white space. This project is really quick and easy. You could make a ton of these in all different colors, use them as greeting cards, whatever you want to do. So I hope you have a lot of fun trying this out, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment or message. I'm always here to help. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to subscribe. If you ever have any ideas of some quick watercolor demos you'd like to see, let me know that as well. Bye!